because I left a material in there in the platform that, for example, check this. I left this there, the human brain. I left I left a discussion and I left an information. So you have to read the information and then you can participate on this discussion. You have the instructions. Look, when you go in there, oh, I see someone already did it. Oh, you guys are very quick. Hold on. You guys are quick for real. Okay, this was today, and that was 7 hours. You guys have all that. So remember, this is for you to participate according to the reading, your ideas, and there is something important here. It's not only to give your opinion, not only that, but you also have to, okay, can you put that on mute so we can, that's Andy. Okay, I'm going to mute Andy. So here, you also have to answer to one of your classmate responses. That means that if Genesis answered, right? You gave your answer, for example, you gave your general answer. If Genesis gave an answer, what you have to do is you have to go here to respond and you have to comment what she said. You have to choose one of your classmates, only one. And you give the comment or about whatever you think. If you agree, if you disagree, if that's a good point, if that's a bad point, you know, that's just to have interaction in the group. You can do it one time or you can do as many times as you want, but the mandatory is only one time to one of your classmates, only one. And that's it. For example, check this. Check. I'm going to show you this. This is Genesis response, right? Now, you see that this is smaller, like the square is smaller than Genesis, is because this is an answer to Genesis. So this person, Caesar, answered to her comments. You see? And this other person also answered to her comment. That's how you can see what is an original comment and what is just a response to a comment. Let's continue so you can check. Look, you see this one is bigger. That means this is the original comment from Caesar, right? You see the same size. Look at here. The same size as Genesis. That means that this is a general comment. Then if we continue, check. This person answered to this response because the square is smaller. And then you continue like that, you see? So I know you can handle that. I know you can work on forums, but that was only to explain to you how you were going to do it. Let me just go back here. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I hate it. Okay, so as I said, I left that little homework. That's a little homework because what you're gonna read is only 2 pages and then you're gonna answer. And then today I left the material we are going to use now. And we are going to use this material for around 2 weeks because this is unit number 2. I left it on PDF over there. If you don't have it, don't worry. That what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you right now that information. You have it on the platform so you can download it whenever you have time. And this is, hold on, let me just go back. Let me smaller. I don't know if you can see it there properly. So this is, I know that image is ugly, but here, the first page doesn't matter. The second one is important. Here, you have material, police report. There is a conversation in here, right? There's a conversation and you guys have to read that. This is for your personal knowledge. You have to read it, see what it is about so you can help your reading. Sorry. And here on page number 14, this is what I care about today. I'm going to explain this to you. And this is the degrees of certainty. Certainty means how sure you are about something. That's what means certainty. When you're sure, when you're not sure, right? When you have doubts. So degrees of certainties, and for you to express the degree of certainty, you have to use the modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliaries. Now I have a question for you. If you don't have the answer, you can raise your hand and answer. What is an auxiliary? Remember, you have to raise your hand. You can do it on the platform if you have the answer. What is an auxiliary? Look, the word. Andy, you raise your hand.
All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I started a little late. I
That's
think
fine.
when you talked about the auxiliary, it's something that you use to complete some subject or topic, or maybe some class or kind of assignment that you want to explain or talk about.
Right, right. That's good. That's true. Yeah. So Andy says that an auxiliary is something that completes another thing that you need it to have, for example, a complete sentence or to make sense. Very good. That's true. That's true. Now, we have many auxiliaries, and I know that you guys know a ton of auxiliaries. But I see Joe Casey. Joe Casey, you raise your hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, can I give my opinion about auxiliary?
Yes.
Okay. For me, an auxiliary is a word that we can use or a verb. We use them for making questions and also to convert the verb in a negative way. For example,
Okay.
sometimes there are some usually auxiliary
Yeah.
have to use them only in a special case.
Right, right, right. So yeah, auxiliary, you use auxiliaries to make questions, to correct questions, negations, and tenses, right? Verb tenses. But that's good, that's true. Well, today we are going to talk about a few auxiliaries, modal auxiliaries. And here you have, it says, if you can read here, read it for yourself. It says that when we talk about events or situations that are possible in the present or future, we use may, might, or could. Okay, so we have three auxiliaries here, three modal auxiliaries that you use them when you are not sure, right? That something is possible. When you have a situation and you don't like, you cannot make a decision because you're not sure. And let's, I'm going to stop sharing the screen because I'm going to share something else so you can see it. Give me a second here. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we are. This is my whiteboard. I like this one. Okay, yeah. Give me a second here. All right. So we are talking about modal auxiliaries, right? Modal auxiliaries. Now we have may, might, and we have could. And these auxiliaries, you use them when you are not sure That something, let's move this. Let's move it here. That something is possible, right? So you use these three auxiliaries when you have certain situations and you're not really sure. For example, if people ask you a question and you say maybe, right? This is a word that we use a lot. Maybe means, maybe doesn't mean yes. Maybe means that you're not sure, right? It could happen, it could not happen. It might happen, it might not happen. It might be possible, it may not be possible. So basically, this is when you use them. Now, let me tell you, there is a very little difference between them. Now, may and might are the same, exactly the same. The point is that here in the United States, in America, we normally use may, but people from UK, from Europe, they use might, right? So it's the same meaning, but it depends on where you are, where you're from. Now, could, right? Could is a little bit different than may and might, because could is used when you have options. I'm going to try to give you, an example about this. For example, let's say that you're in your house right now and you listen to a big noise in the outside, people screaming, shouting, right? Then you say, well, that might be an accident, right? You say that might be, or that may be an accident. You can use the two of them because you're not sure. You don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a crazy woman who's drunk in the outside, making a scene or a big noise, and you don't know. So basically, that's when you use might and may. When you are in certain situation that you are not sure about it. So you want to say something, but you don't want to make a mistake. So you say may or might, and that's it, right? Yeah. For example, hey, listen, are you going to the beach tomorrow? Well, I might go. I may go. You see, you don't want to say no. You don't want to say yes because you're not sure. Or maybe sometimes you know that you're not going, but you don't want to say no. So you say, well, I may go, and you won't go at all. That's what they do. That's what they do. Listen, if you're speaking with an American person or a European person, and you ask them a question and they say maybe, that means no, because they're very sure. Like if it is yes, they tell you yes right away. If it is no, and they feel like they don't want to hurt you, they say, well, you know, maybe, but that maybe is a no. In Dominican Republic, it's all the opposite. If you ask a person a question and the person tells you puede ser, right? You believe it's true. You believe it's gonna happen, but that's not gonna happen because the person said puede ser, and maybe that means that there is a possibility that that's not gonna happen. So don't get confused when a person tells you, an American or European person tells you maybe. Don't have any hopes. Maybe is 90% no. I'm just telling you how they are. Okay, now that was might and that was may. Let's give an example about could. So when do you use could? Normally we say it could be, and we are using that wrong. Could, you use it when you have options, right? That's the difference between may, might, and could. May and might, you use it when you don't have options. For example, imagine that you're going to a party today and you have different pairs of shoes. You have white, you have brown, you have black, you have blue. I'm giving examples. And you know that we have blue shoes also. And now you don't know what you're gonna use, what you're gonna wear. And you say, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna wear today. And then your wife or your girlfriend or your brother says, well, you know what? You could use the black ones, right? You could because you have options, right? If you don't have options, you don't say could. That's it. You have no options, so you have to use the black ones are the only ones that you have. You see? So that's what it is. Or maybe let's change the example. Let's take one example. Imagine that you are in the supermarket and you're trying to buy sardines or tunas, how we call it, salmon. And you have the ones in water, you have the ones in oil, right? And you say, wow, I don't know which type I'm going to buy. And then a person tells you, oh, you know what? You could buy the water ones because they're better. They have no oil and it's healthier for you. Could, because you have options. If you don't have options, don't use could. Now you know. This is when you are not sure. Remember, when you are not sure. If you have options, that means that you don't know what you want. So basically, not sure. Okay, so that's those. So those are the auxiliaries that we use when we are not sure about something. When we're not sure that something is true or possible. But what about if you are sure that something is not possible? What do you use them? Well, if you go to the book that I left in there, you're going to see that when you are sure, when you are almost sure, almost, I might say, when you're almost sure that something is not true or possible, you use this. Can't. So can't is used when you are almost sure that something is not possible, right? Or true. And I'm going to give you an example right now. You know your teacher, Alberto Martinez. You know him and you know that he doesn't drink. And you haven't seen Alberto ever in a drinking place. And today you come to the university and you are asking for Alberto. Alberto is not in the class. What's going on? The teacher never miss, right? So one of the students says, oh, you know what? I saw Alberto in La Bomba. He's drunk, drinking over there. And then you say, what? Wait a moment. The teacher said he doesn't like to drink. I have never seen him talking, not even talking about drinking or about that. So that can't be possible. It can't be him. You see? So that's when you draw a logical conclusion. When you draw a logical conclusion is when you have information, when you have facts that cannot be possible. What other example can we take? Let's take another example. I don't know, I cannot think of any example right now, but there are things that you know are not true. For example, imagine you see there is a modality that thieves use to get money from people. They call you and they say, oh, your wife, your husband, or your family had an accident. If you want to, they have the person and you have to give 10,000 pesos, 50,000 pesos, very quick. Don't think, let's go, let's do it. You see? But imagine that you talk to that person like 1 minute ago, and the person is at their job or at his job, and you have all the information that that's not true. So then you say, no, that can't be possible. That's not true. I know the person is there. I just talked with this person for 1 minute, and that's not true. They're cheating me. So you see, that's when you have information. Now, let me continue here. So we have not sure. We have almost sure that something is not true. And what about if you are sure, almost sure that something is true? Because now we're talking about not sure that something is possible. Now we talk about almost sure that something is not possible. And we have this, have or have to, sorry, have to, or must. This is used when you are almost sure that something is true or, true or possible, right? Okay, let me give you one very simple example. I call you today and I tell you, Cesar, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm going to your house. I will be knocking at your door at 10 a.m. because I want to talk to you. And you know that Alberto, whenever he says that, he does it. If he said at 10, he's there at 10. You have experience with that. And today I call you and I say, okay, you know, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll be there knocking at your door. Okay, boom. Then tomorrow is today. Don't get confused, guys. Tomorrow is today. I'm just trying to tell you. Okay, imagine the day comes, right? 10 o'clock in the morning and you listen to a person knocking at your door. What do you think? You say, oh, that has to be Alberto. That must be Alberto. Why? Because if he says he's going to be there at 10, he's there at 10. And he called you and told you that he was going to go there at 10 a.m. And at 10 a.m. you listen to the door. So that must be him. That must be him, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is. Or this is when you are almost sure. Remember, in life, we are never 100% sure about nothing because there is 1% of possibilities that things can go wrong. So that's why we never say 100%. And that's what it is. So those are the modal auxiliaries. Now I want to show you, I'm gonna give you a pause so you guys can ask questions if you have. But before that, let me show you, because I was trying to show you the book. We were in the book. Look, all this that I'm explaining right now is here in the book. I left the material on the platform. So here you have the auxiliaries, right? We have may, might, could. We also have here, look, here we have, when we know most of the facts, we draw a logical conclusion. Oh, yes, Andy, you have a question?
Teacher, so when
Yes.
you was talking about like when Alberto came knock the door, you could use could also because you have an option. Maybe could be Alberto or maybe be another person. I think it's wrong or right.
That's true. And you know, when you use could, you don't have any information that will let you know that it's Alberto that is coming. But remember that Alberto called and he said that he's going at 10. The little possibility that I'm saying is the one that you're thinking about. I know. That's why I said that we are never 100% sure. Yeah. So here we are. There is something very important here that you have to check. When we are not sure that something is true or possible, let me get it. Let me get it. Hold on. Let me see where it is. This is very, okay, here it is. Look, when you're using may, might, and could, it says that in questions, may and might usually follow the phrase, do you think, right? Because when you think, you are not sure. In English, when you think, you're not sure. I mean, when you say it like, oh, you know, I think that's correct. Or I think she should go there. I think she doesn't know. That means that you're not sure about what you're saying, right? You don't have information. So that's, those are the modal auxiliaries. Now you guys have, look, this little exercise, you're going to see it, so you will do it. We're gonna work with it. And here we're going to do this exercise now. And when we do it, we finish the meeting, because I'm going to leave homework so you can read and you can check. We have this exercise here on the book, and I know you can see it there. Now check, we're going to identify when you can use may, might, could, right? Look at this. You have to complete conversation with might, must, or can't. Remember, if you use might, same as may, but here is might when you are not sure, must when you are sure that something is true, and can't when you are sure that something is not true. Let me repeat that for you. Might, you are not sure. Must, you are sure that something is true. And can't, you are sure that something is not true, right? So let's go here and try to read this. I'm gonna read it for you. It says, this is Bob talking. It says, what's the matter, Sue? Mr. Fox hasn't arrived yet. He's on time. He's always on time for work. Now I'm going to give you like 2 minutes for you to go over it, like watch it and decide where you put might, can't, and must. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute so you can think about it. I know, Andy, you will be the first after we give 1 minute. Right now it's 6:55, 6:56. I'm going to start asking and you will start with the first one.
Okay.
So let's take 1 minute, remember. Remember that you are trying to see where you can use might, must, or can't. All right, so let's see. We'll go with the first one. Andy, you have the first one. What do you say? Caesar, you will have the second one.
Okay, so on the first one, it said, don't worry, maybe a traffic. Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry.
Might be a traffic.
That's okay. So he might be in a traffic jam, right? Okay, good. What about you, Caesar?
The second one, teacher.
Number 2.
Okay. Know that maybe his car is at the mechanics.
Okay, let's see. So Bob says, don't worry, he might be in a traffic jam. But then a person says, no, That what?
Maybe or might.
Are
Because
you
you
sure?
said
Can't.
we use it when a person is not sure about it,
Yes,
about
but
something.
do you believe that Sue is not sure? Look at this word. Look at that word.
No.
No.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. For me, it's not mine. Mine
Okay.
or mine.
Okay.
How
Mhm.
can I? Okay, because you say like you say before, when I say I think next
Right.
to that, uh, gone mine or mine.
Or
Might.
might. Yes.
Yes,
So,
and
oh no.
in that case, it's just no that la la la. La.
I think. I think it's might, teacher.
All
No,
right.
that might be it. His
Okay.
car is at the mechanics.
It doesn't sound strange when you say no, that might be it. What do you say there? I forget your name. You always have legislation with it.
Okay, teacher, he should because he say no. I think it's no maybe. It's no maybe in me because it's sure about he say.
So
Uh,
which one is it? If it is not might, which one do you say? Must or
can't.
can't? Okay, you know why? Because must is positive. That means that that is true, that is possible. And that can't is negative. So before, what do you have? You have no. When you say no, you're sure about something, right? So no, that can be it. And you know why it can't? You know why, Caesar? Caesar, look what it says here. Look at the screen. He says he's the mechanics. So that means that he is not driving a traffic, right? Traffic jam is when you stuck in the traffic. So here is actually can't.
Can't. Yeah.
Yes, we have can't there. Then we go to the number 3.
I got a three.
Who you have
I
it?
wanted for.
Okay, can we raise the hands? That way we don't, you guys can go on mute. You raise your hand and we give the opportunity. Right, if you guys don't know how to raise your hands in Zoom, look, you click where it says participants, right? Click on participants, participantes. When you click there, you are going to see your name. Go on top of your name and you are going to see where it says raise hand. Let's see if you guys see it. Okay, Veronica, you raise your hands.
Sam, he might be on the subway.
Okay, then he might be on the subway. He might be on the subway. Very good. That's nice. Do you have the next one, Joe Casey? Joe Casey is not there. What about you, Legisel? I'm calling you like that because
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry because I have microphone off.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna read the game. He might be sick.
Okay. All right. Oh, come on. He never. Okay, we are here. Look. He says, then he might be on this, he might be on the subway. Oh, come on. He never takes the subway. Did you try calling him? And then you say,
He might be sick.
all right, very good. He might be sick. Nice. Then I continue and say, he was fine yesterday. He was fine yesterday, just a little nervous. Then Bob says, nervous about what? And let me see who raised the hand for the next one. Hold on. Yeah, there is a person with a microphone. Let's see who it is. Let's see who it is. I don't know who it is.
Yo, Casey, the microphone.
That's your Casey. Don't worry. I muted her. All right. Let's see who has the hands up then. I see Andy, you have your hands up.
For me, in that topic, I think the answer, I will say that is never because about the money, just a little bit, wait.
Mm-hmm.
So, must be as much $1 billion.
Okay, all right. The accountant discovered that a huge sum of money is missing. It must be as much as $1 million. Okay, so here we have, that's very good. Now, maybe you wonder, so then why? What information do I have to say that it must be as much as $1 million? Well, look at the context. Look at this. The accountant discovered a huge, listen, it's not saying many or much money, right? It's huge. When you say huge, you're talking about millions, right? So that's why the person says, well, it must be as much as $1 million. That is one point, but there is another point that you have to take into account. Sometimes we say phrases, exclamations, right? Look at this sign at the end. You see that sign at the end? Normally, when you see that sign at the end, you are sure about something or you are expressing something. So whenever you see it, you're going to use whether can't or must whenever you see it, right? Whenever you see this sign, the exclamation sign, the exclamation mark. Now we have the next one. We have Bob. Bob says, what? So who has the next one? Legisel. Maria Victoria, you're gonna take the next one. I see you.
What? There must be a mistake. Check the computer.
Oh, what? There must be a mistake. There be. You know why? Look what I told you. You see? Exclamation. So make sure that whenever you are completing something with may or could, or I might say, sorry, not may, might, and could. When you are completing something with may, might, must, or can't, take into account the marks because they're very important. Then he says, we did. The money is gone. So who has the next one? I said Maria. Did I say Maria? I don't know if you have it. I don't know if Victoria is there. Maria, Victoria. Okay, she's not there. Francifel, do you have your hands up?
Teacher.
Yeah. Oh. What happened?
Okay, continue.
Okay.
I didn't listen well. Okay. Do you think we may have thief in the office?
That's right. Do you think we may or might? It doesn't matter. I know it says here Might, but may and might is the same, so that's fine. I have no problem with
Okay.
it. Yeah, so the question is, why did you use might or may? Why did you use it? Do you know?
Yes, because at the first
Yes,
we
here.
have, yeah, do you think? The
Right,
phrase do you think?
right. And whenever you ask a person, what do you think, or do you think, you know what? Is because what the person is going to say is an opinion, and opinions don't necessarily need to be correct, right? So maybe it's a wrong opinion that the person is going to give you. So that's right. When people think, people are not 100% sure. So basically that's why you use that. Very good. Then we have, hey, wait a minute. The money is missing and Mr. Fox is missing. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Who has the last one? Rafael?
Yes, Fox must be on a plane with the $1 million.
Right, Fox must be. You know what you say Fox must be? Look, you have enough information to say that Fox took the money. You know why? Fox didn't appear. He was late. He's never late. But the previous day, what happened to Fox? What happened to Fox the previous day? He didn't come today, but something happened the previous day. Andy, what happened?
So the day before, he was so nervous. He was worried
Right.
about what the accountant, the cashier, discovered that the money was missing.
Right, you see, he was nervous that the money was missing. And there you have, he missed job, like he didn't come today. And he was nervous yesterday. The accountant discovered that a huge amount of money was missing. And then today, Fox doesn't appear. So what do you think? Fox took the money. So that's right, we say that Fox must complain.
I'm giving you a gift.
Yes? What do you say, Andy? Andy might be away. Okay, anyways. So guys,
I'm giving all of you a gift.
which is the gift?
Have a look.
Yes.
It's showing you the song, teacher.
Oh, yes, I see. I see. Right. So guys, this is how you use the modal auxiliaries. Now, this exercise, now I don't want to overwhelm you with the work, but we are almost finished, but I want to go back to what I told you at the beginning here in the platform. Look, let me just go back here. Hold on. So this is said, we are finished. I'm waiting for this. It's gonna take a while to log in. So we'll have a homework, and the homework is very easy. I know some people were not here when I was talking about that. The homework is to go into the forum and answer to one of your classmates about the brain. There is a reading about the brain. Okay, here we are. Let me go here very quick. We have a reading about the brain, and you have to answer. Look here. Here you have the information about the brain. Here you have the discussion about the brain. Let me open up the discussion. Don't forget, you have to give your general answer, and you have to answer to one of your classmates, right? That's the homework for now. Then here on this week, which is we're not there yet, but I left the unit number 2 that we are working with, the mother auxiliaries and all that is there on that unit. So after Monday, what's day today? Well, Sunday or Monday, I'm going to leave there. I'm going to leave there this exercise. Look, let me show you the exercise because you already have it there in the book. This is the exercise that I'm going to leave you. Look, here you will have to look at this. Optimists look at the positive and pessimists look at the negative, right? So you have to read each one of the sentences and you have to write two conclusions, one from the optimist and one from the pessimist. Let's see an example. It says, Tom has lost his appetite and he spends all his time looking out the window and sighing. Sighing means looking at, right? Observing, staring. So you have one conclusion from the positive part. Well, he must be in love. And you have one conclusion from the negative part. He must be sick. Remember, when you are giving conclusions, you have to use must all the time. You cannot use may, you cannot use might, you cannot use can't. You have to use must because must is when you give conclusions to people, when you are almost sure that something is true. And that's the only thing that we are going to use in that exercise. So that's the exercise that we have for next week. And then I'm going to continue telling you about this, but not right now. So this is gonna be for next class. So let me know if you have any questions so far. Maybe I'm speaking too fast today, I don't know. I've been working since the morning, so I'm a little bit stressed. And when you stress, you wanna, so. If you guys feel that I'm speaking too fast or if you don't understand me, you can let me know so I can slow down a little bit. And because I know sometimes I go fast.
Don't worry.
So it's good. Yeah, I know you have, I know, yeah, okay. I know
Very back.
I know the majority of you will.
Teacher.
Yes, Caesar?
Remember, there are many people here who don't know how to speak English. Remember that, and then you have to do a mix or 50-50.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is the proposal I have for you. Go to the video. I'm gonna love the video and make sure you watch it at least 1 or 2 times so your English is gonna get better. You know, I guess this is the only time of the day where you guys now at home, of course, now, because I know some of you work with tourism areas, you know, touristic areas, but now this is the only place where you guys listen to English, listen to your teacher speaking for 1 hour without stop.
Very clear teacher about the auxiliary.
You're clear or you're not clear?
I'm clear.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good. If you're not clear, you know you have the video. Who has it? Casey, Aurora, who?
No, Casey.
Hello, teacher.
Okay. Okay, Casey, you can go first.
Okay. So we are going to complete the exercise, but we are going to give up to the platform, or how are we going to give you our answers?
Oh, the exercise you mean?
Yeah.
You have one exercise right now. If you go to the platform, you will see that you have a forum that you have to answer to a question or to something that I left. And then
yes, I have to
I didn't listen to you. I couldn't listen to that.
Yes. Sir? Are you listening to me now?
Yes.
No?
Yes, I can listen to
Okay.
you.
Okay. So, for example, I can write my exercise in a page. So after that, I can take a picture and up to the platform, for example.
Well, you
Because
can do that, but do you have problems of writing in the
no, I'm
because
talking about the exercise that you are giving us now.
no, but remember, you are confused. Let me re-explain. There is an
Because
exercise.
know.
I know. There is an exercise in the platform. Look at the screen here. Here you have one exercise. You have to.
No. Because we have an exercise about the brain.
About the brain? Yes. About the brain, there is not an exercise. About the brain, we have a discussion. You go to this week, you download the information about the brain, and then you come here.
Yes, I know. Teacher, I'm talking about the exercise that you are giving us now.
But there is no exercise now. I was just telling you.
Must mind.
No, there is no.
Okay.
The exercise that we did right now, the exercise that we did right now, must and may, you don't have to do it. That one that we did is done. This is only for practice. Now, the one that maybe you're asking about that is this. Let me show you this one. This one, I said that I'm going to upload the exercise when you guys finish the one from the forum because it's gonna be too fast. So from Monday on, I'm this exercise in the platform so you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Do you guys have any other question, Legiselle? So if you don't have, we finish the meeting. Yes.
Maybe it's
my daughter is killing me here, you know.
maybe your case had the pain because a little soon, but I finished, yeah.
Right. Very good. So guys, that's it. If you have any questions, we have WhatsApp. You can do it on WhatsApp. And look, that's my daughter there jumping around. She wants to see what I'm doing. She needs to do her hair, you know. Look. So I will see you guys later, and you know, I'm going to rest and see what she can do with me here.
Okay, teacher. Take care.
Bye.
See you.
Take care.
All right.
All right, everybody. See you next class.
See you.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
What is the name, teacher Alberto, your kid?
My daughter, Olivia.
Olivia, okay. Hey, Ella, welcome. Please, a little moment, teacher. My little gay, Ella. Ven, preséntate una amiguita. Rápido. She's Ella.
Oh, Oli, look at Ella, Oli.
Salúdala, Chichi Olivia. Hola, amor. Bye, amor. Okay, thank you. Okay, Olivia, see you later.
All right.
Ivana.
See you.
See you, everybody.